Welcome to Season 4 of the READ2LEAD podcast. I'm Elijah Tanner.
And I'm Noah Tanner. Today we continue celebrating Black Catholic History Month by honoring a founding member of our parish, Civil War veteran and groundbreaking medical doctor in honor of Veterans Day. We say the name of a true pioneer, Dr. Alexander T. Augusta.
Veterans Day, observed every November 11th, honors the brave men and women who've served in the United States Armed Forces. The date marks the signing of a peace agreement that ended World War I on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month.
But today we go back even further in history to remember a man whose courage and commitment changed the course of medicine, military service, and justice in America.
Dr. Augusta was born in 1825 in New Fork, Virginia, a free Black man with a dream of becoming a doctor. Denied entry to U.S. medical schools due to racism, he moved to Canada and earned his degree from Trinity Medical College in Toronto.
He didn't stop there. He ran a drugstore, worked as a chemist, and gave back to his community, donating books and supplies to Black children and joining the anti-slavery movement.
In the late 1850s, Dr. Augusta returned to the U.S., settling in Washington, D.C. In 1863, he wrote directly to President Abraham Lincoln, requesting to serve as a medical doctor for the Union's colored troops.
Lincoln said yes. Dr. Augusta became the first African American commissioned as a medical officer in the Union Army. He later led Freedmen's Hospital, becoming the first Black hospital administrator in U.S. history.
Despite facing racism and even physical attacks, Dr. Augusta stood firm. He wore his uniform with pride and fought for justice, challenging unequal pay for Black soldiers and discriminatory seating laws in D.C.
He also made history in education, becoming the first Black faculty member at Howard University College of Medicine and the first at any U.S. medical school.
Dr. Augusta's legacy isn't only rooted in medicine and military service. It also lives on his contributions to the Catholic faith and Black Catholic communities.
While living in Baltimore, Dr. Augusta and his wife, Mary Bergen, formed a lifelong bond with the Oblate Sisters of Providence, the first successful Roman Catholic sisterhood established by women of African descent. This connection reflected his deep respect for education, service, and faith.
Later, in Washington, D.C., the Augusta family became founding members of St. Augustine Parish, a historic Black Catholic parish that grew out of the Blessed Martin de Porres Chapel. This chapel had served Black Catholics who worshiped in the basement of St. Matthew's Church since 1830s.
Dr. Augusta's involvement with these communities highlights his commitment to justice, dignity, and spiritual leadership. His faith was not just personal, it was public, active, and deeply entwined with his advocacy for racial equality. Dr. Augusta passed away in 1890. His tombstone at Arlington National Cemetery honors his service and legacy. He was the first Black officer, rank soldier buried there.
Physician, soldier, educator, drum major for justice. Dr. Augusta's life reminds us that courage and convictions can change history.
Today, my brother and I have the honor of talking with a parishioner, Dr. Edward Rankin. Dr. Rankin is an orthopedic surgeon, medical school professor, and veteran of the Vietnam War. Dr. Rankin and founding Dr. Alexandra T. Augusta have a lot in common.
Dr. Rankin, what are your reflections on the life of Dr. Augusta?
Thank you, Elijah and Noah. It's really good to be here with both of you to talk about a very important person in the history of our country. Dr. Alexander T. Augusta was born in 1823, which was during the time of enslavement of Black persons. Although he was born a free person, there were few Blacks in the South that were free, but they still had restrictions on them because of the color of their skin. Dr. Augusta wanted to be a doctor from when he was a young person, but because of the existing laws in the United States prior to the Civil War, he was unable to go to medical school in this country. So he moved to Canada, where he was able to attend medical school and get a degree. And he came back to this country, and this was during the time of the Civil War. And in 1863, colored troops were brought in to help to fight the war to free slaves. But they didn't have physicians, so Dr. Augusta petitioned President Lincoln to become the first African-American physician in the United States Army. He went on after the war to become on the faculty of Howard University Medical School, was the first Black on the faculty. He also had many other firsts. He was one of the founding parishioners for St. Augustine. And he was the first African-American physician to be buried in Arlington National Cemetery, which you'll be celebrating on Veterans Day, which is coming up soon.
Dr. Rankin, thank you for your service to our community, the medical world, and our parish. Dr. Rankin, thank you for sharing your words of wisdom and thoughts today.
Well, thank you, Elijah and Noah. It's good to be with you both, and I see that you both have a very bright future.
Hey, can you ask us what was in this bag and what happened?
Well, this is my medical bag that I was given to when I finished medical school at Meharry Medical College in 1965. Meharry was one of the first medical schools for African-American physicians in this country that was established in 1866, just after the Civil War. Howard University was among the few medical schools that African Americans could attend early on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Lake.
Noah and Elijah, this is a picture of Dr. Alexander T. Augusta. This is another picture of him as being the only Black physician on the faculty of Howard University Medical Department, and this was in 1869 through 1870. And this is a picture of Dr. Augusta in his uniform. He was the only African-American physician, the first to be in the Civil War, to attend to the wounds of the injured colored troops.
Thank you, Dr. Rankin.
Thank you, Elijah and Noah. Thank you both.